If your child can read years ahead of their grade level, but completely unravels when asked to take a shower or join a group game, you're not alone. And if you've ever felt like the only person who can see both the brilliance and the struggle, this video is for you. I work with a lot of parents of 2E, which stands for twice exceptional kids, all the time. Kids who are incredibly bright and also autistic. These kids don't fit neatly into any box, and neither do you. You're trying to support a child who's seen one way by people who barely know them, while you and your child are living a much more complex reality at home. And while the skills of twice exceptional children might be more spiky than most, this really applies to all children, where they have strengths in some places, weaknesses in others, and strangers tend to think that their weaknesses are just behavior. So here's the disconnect that nobody talks about. A mom I coach told me, everyone thinks my daughter's fine because she's articulate and gets good grades, but they don't see her sobbing in her room every day after school. Another parent said, he uses up all his energy pretending to be okay, and there's nothing left for basic life stuff. You get it. The problem isn't your child's intellect. It's that their strengths make it too easy for others to overlook their needs. And the praise they get for being so advanced can actually make things harder for them. Because now you feel like you have to explain why your brilliant kid can't handle transitions or can't sleep alone or still needs help getting dressed. People assume your child is fine because they're smart, and you know that's not the whole story. One of the most painful patterns I see is this. Your child's strengths get all the attention. Their struggles get written off as behavior, and your exhaustion gets overlooked completely. But your child needs something very different than constant praise for being ahead. They need support for emotional regulation. They need guidance with friendships and social nuance, executive functioning help, and above all, to know that they are loved no matter what, not because of their academic achievements. A few of the adults I've learned from, who were once twice exceptional kids themselves, had told me how much they wish someone had just said, "You're enough," even on the hard days. And here's what I hear over and over again from parents of twice exceptional kids. They can do calculus, but can't remember to brush their teeth. She can hold her own debate with adults, but melts down if her sibling touches her stuff. He talks like a mini professor, but falls apart when asked to put dishes in the dishwasher. And the confusion that creates is real. It makes you second guess everything. Are they manipulating me? Am I making excuses? Am I expecting too much or not enough? The world tells you to challenge them because they're gifted, but you're living with a child who needs support with things other kids may have mastered years ago. That contradiction between what looks advanced and what is actually still developing can wear you down, and it can start to make you doubt your own instincts, especially when people outside your home only see the brilliance. So what do you do when your child's clearly capable in some areas but stuck in others? First, remember that what they need is support. Not being able to brush their teeth without a meltdown is not a moral failing. It is a sign that they need more support with that task in that moment. One shift I've seen help is to focus less on what they can do and start paying closer attention to what those tasks cost them. So just because your child can write a persuasive essay doesn't mean that they're emotionally equipped to deal with a plot twist in their day. Or maybe because they expend so much mental energy on that academic task, they have nothing left to cope with everyday things. Just because they can memorize entire scripts doesn't mean they understand the social nuance that they might be speaking about. And just because they can speak like a little adult doesn't mean that they're not still 6 years old, sometimes less in terms of emotion regulation. The question you want to ask yourself is, what might this task demand of them that doesn't come easily yet? And how can I support them to succeed? That single shift from performance to capacity can help you meet them with support and not pressure. It won't solve everything right away, but it's often the first step out of that spiral of confusion and into a place where your child can grow without feeling misunderstood. Parenting a twice exceptional child often means being extra sensitive to the distinction between intelligence and behavioral skills. Just because your child can understand everything, even the geopolitical implications of a rule, doesn't mean they have the self-regulation skills to follow it yet. You're not dealing with defiance, you're dealing with a child who's navigating high expectations with lagging support. That mismatch wears on them and on you. So no, you're not being too soft when you support your child's emotional needs. You're not spoiling them by understanding their sensory sensitivities. You're not enabling them by adjusting your approach to help them succeed. You're doing exactly what a thoughtful parent looks like for a child who needs support in places that the world doesn't even think to look. Your child's brilliance is not a shield from struggle. Your child is doing the best they can, just like you are. And when you shift your focus from achievement to connection, from fixing to understanding, you offer your child what the world rarely does, the freedom to be fully themselves and in the safety to grow at their own pace. If this resonated with you, I hope you'll consider subscribing and dropping a like, hitting the like button, so that you can see more videos like this. I share strategies and stories to help parents of autistic children build confidence, reduce conflict, and create more peace at home. I'd love to hear it in the comments. What have you learned from parenting a twice exceptional child? I'll see you in the next one.